What up, YouTube? Live from North America, it's your boys, Detroit Love, PDubs Arcade Love, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Restalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes Friday night. Just got live.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Friday Funhouse. It's the Super Game Room Dudes. Tonight, I am joined, of course, by my very, very, very late co-host, Detroit Love, who literally came on in the middle of the countdown. And I was like, oh, thank God, I don't got to do the opening. So, Detroit Love, thank you so much for being here again tonight. Me and you have been keeping this strong while Restalgia and PDubs are off on their European vacation or whatever the hell they're doing. We're the real MVPs. That's my opinion, man.
For sure, man. Always great to be here with you guys.
Yeah, it's been an interesting year so far, just me and Carl doing this, but we've had a lot of help. We've had a lot of guest hosts. Tonight, we had two special people planned. One of them outright said he couldn't do it, and now he's dead to me. The other person was still going to be on the show, but unfortunately, they had computer issues, so we're going to reschedule them for next week. But we got some very special guests tonight. One is someone I think you're all very familiar with, arguably the best looking man in the home arcade community. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the one the kids nowadays are saying, ooh, who's that hot one? Stock Jock. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Stock Jock.
I figured, I was like, wait a minute,
man,
where's he going with this?
1954.
What up, Jock?
I appreciate that opening, Mike B. I really thought it was going to somebody else that was coming on, but well, thanks for having me on. I know my last minute fill in. I paid my $10. You saw that. I'm ready to go, man.
Well, Daryl, it's an easy addition to have you on. Obviously, you're on the excellent Arcades Anonymous. You also do Saturday mornings where you do Nostalgia Strikes Back. I think that's the name of the show now. Nostalgia Power, It was originally called. And your son's actually on that. And a lot of people don't know this. Daryl is also like the nicest friggin' person in the entire community. Like if you ever need help or something like that, he's the first person that will reach out to you, try to put something together. I mean, for God's sakes, I think he funded more than half of Steve Sale's GoFundMe. Stock Jock's absolutely the man. He's too kind for his own good, and it's a pleasure to have you here, sir. But you're not alone. You're not alone. I'll give you a chance to speak in a second because I'm bringing in someone that's a good friend of yours and someone that also does a show Friday night. In fact, right after us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Galaga Guy 88.
Hello. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I get a lot of crap for my AI videos, but probably my favorite one I ever did was when you were, hey guys, and welcome back to AA. It was actually being chaotic in an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, being like, wrong AA, Sheldon.
Yep.
Well, you can't beat them, join them. It just is what it is.
Yeah. And speaking of people who like to get inebriated while on air, ladies and gentlemen, it's 19K Fox.
Hey!
Good to see you, my man.
How's it going, guys? I'm about 10% intoxicated. Hopefully that will change very soon.
Yeah, I said to Fox, he came on super early, right before I was actually flossing my teeth here at the computer, and he pops on. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to grab a shower and get a coffee. And he was like, coffee? Oh, what's wrong with that?
Very sad. Well, he's Canadian, folks. Come on, give him a break.
Yeah, I got little kids. I can't be drinking all the time.
But you can be drinking some of the time.
Some of the time. Like when I'm traveling and with friends, I think everybody's had seen me and an opportunity to get the drinks going with you. So hopefully we get to do that again very soon. We got a $5 super chat from Jeremy K6456. So seriously, all jokes aside, is PDubs no longer on the show? Can we get an update? Thanks. PDubs is absolutely still on the show. Popped in for a little break last week when we were ready to call it a night. PDubs, like he normally does, made us go much longer, and I was very tired. But PDubs is just taking a little bit of a break right now. He's got some projects at work, and he's also got some renovation projects going on. And he's in the middle of a penis reduction surgery. He was just too much, man, so he had to get that taken down a little bit.
Yeah, those take a while to heal.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was out with the family last week, so I wasn't here. And driving back home, I said, "Let me see, catch the show on what was done." I'm like, "The show's still on. How is it still on?" It's like midnight.
And were you surprised when PDubs was actually on the show?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised that it was still going, and quite surprised to see PDubs there as well.
The truth is, PDubs can't stay away from this. Especially last week, we had a bunch of friends on, and he got jealous. He wanted to come on. That's what it was. 100%. All right, guys. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. Normally, PDubs does roll call, but we're going to try to get you guys out of here on time because Galaga Guy does have a show right after this. And I want to make sure we get out of here for once on time, so we're not screwing over Galaga Guy's show. So again, very sorry, Galaga Guy, about last week. That was all PDub's fault.
No,
Yes.
I was late, but I got Drunk Fox to come on, so that was fun.
It was pretty good. It was pretty fun. Yeah,
that was a good show.
And speaking of both, since we're not doing roll call, we need to find out what everybody's drinking.
Okay, go ahead, guys.
Yeah. I'll kick it off because, kind of known for the drink. St. Elmo's Old Fashioned. It's a really good mix. Got a lot of the orange flavor, so really good. If you see this on sale, it's worth picking up for about $35.
Okay. And I am enjoying a sidecar. I'm not sure. I know Robert knows what a sidecar is.
Yes, sir.
What is a sidecar? I need to know now.
Yeah.
Galaga Guy, you're our mixologist. Tell us.
Yes. What's a sidecar?
There's usually a car and there's a thing beside it called the sidecar, and that's usually I don't know.
It's usually a motorcycle.
You get your main car, but then you got your sidecar. You see it on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the car on the side that you don't tell the main car about. It's your sidecar.
I had one of those back in the day. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So much work. Detroit Love, what's in a sidecar? I've never heard of it before.
I always forget the main drink, but I know Grand Marnier is the second one in line.
Grand Marnier?
Yeah, Marnier. Yeah, but the first one my wife switches up, so I don't recall what the first one is. But you have that main drink, and then you have the Grand Marnier, whatever they call it. That's the sidecar part.
He's drinking an expensive drink. Is what he's drinking.
Yeah, he's
with Grand Marnier in there, man.
We call it Grand Marnier here in Canada. Yeah. If you've met D-Love and you've stayed with him, like everybody else is like sleeping in boxer shorts and t-shirts, Detroit Love is one of these robust fellows. Like he's got the room with the fireplace. He's got the silk pajamas. Like he does nothing half-assed.
Hey, there's only one way to do it.
Orange and lemon, right? Know what that is?
Yeah.
Similar like a Manhattan or even like an old-fashioned. Yes.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So Gallagher Guy, I know you got a long night ahead of you. Are you drinking yet?
This is a bottle of Coca-Cola. You can find this at Kroger right now. Vanilla flavored. They're buy two get three free 12 packs.
Coca of the Coke.
This is a 2026 version. Great can.
Great year, man. That's a great year for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I got. I'll be drinking later on my show, so I can't start drinking now.
Good call.
I won't get through that show. It'll end up on.
That's something that I don't have. It's called self-control.
Yes, I'll end up on like a Fox's stream.
So I noticed. I noticed you're going to have Todd on later. Is this your retirement show? Is this what you're planning? Like having Todd on the equivalent.
We got to keep Stock Jockey, around. So we're going to talk in television all night. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So it's going to have at least one viewer tonight. All right.
All right, Stock Jock. Tell me you're lame like me and you're just drinking coffee or something and try to stay awake.
I am drinking a robust flavored water. It's a grape flavored water this evening. That has vitamins and I'm lame.
Very nice. Very nice.
Grape Kool-Aid. Yeah. Good job.
Grape Kool-Aid. Yep.
Gotta hydrate, baby. Have to hydrate.
Stay hydrated.
Daryl, I make a lot of jokes about your age, and I'm looking at that giant jug of water. Man, you are going to get up 5 or 6 times tonight in the middle of your sleep.
No, I'm cutting this baby off in about 9:30 because you're right. You get to my age.
He's sitting on a bucket. He's prepared. He's good.
It sucks. It sucks. I've tell you, you said I've been to 3 doctors this week. My shoulder went out. I got to get a hernia surgery. It looks like.
Oh my God.
I went to my skin doctor. So
jeez.
Water. You should back up.
Yeah.
I've stayed with the premise that we can't blame it on age. We gotta blame it on some other things. But
activity.
You gotta be aware of what you.
Well, the problem is, I go work out. I was working out 3 days a week, and then my shoulder tore up, and then I got this what I think is a hernia, and so I can't work out like I used to. So, getting old, it does suck.
We saw all the great comments from the people in the chat telling us what they're drinking. Meatball, he's going a little overboard because he writes whiskey and an ice ball, but I think actually what he meant there was whiskey and an 8-ball. So Meatball's going to have a crazy night.
Wrong mixings there.
It's a bridge too far.
Yes.
Upper and a downer, guys.
He won't make it halfway through the show.
I'm telling you, if you have ever played Walkabout Mini Golf with Meatball Saucy, like it is the best experience in the world, man. Like it's so much fun. It's so different. It's so different from watching like movie nights with him because like he's so relaxed in movie nights and less inebriated. Mini golf, all bets are off.
See, I never realized that the saucy part was for the drinking. I thought it was for the meat.
Oh no, it's but he's a great guy. Gosh, is he?
Oh yeah.
He has reached out to me so many times about helping me set up like pinball pinball
FX.
FX so that I can play it in VR and like that. And I've just been the lame-o that I am. I can't take the 2 hours to contact him. But he's reached out to me like monthly. He says, I'm ready whenever you are. I'm like,
yeah, there's people in the community that are always like that, and God bless the people in the community that don't just do the hobby just to lord it over people's head and want to see other people experience it, because Meatball's 100% like that. Always offering help when it comes to like setting up your especially virtual pinball setup and stuff like that, especially for idiots like me that can absolutely ruin their setups. That's me. He's a wonderful guy, and thank you so much, Meatball, for being here. Even though he was threatening if we did roll call he would leave, I left it off especially for you tonight, Meatball. All right, guys, so we actually got some stuff to talk about. Even though people are saying it's a slow news period, it's actually not all that slow. We've got some very interesting news to talk about, so much so I actually get to break out some of our old-timey slides, because some of these companies we've been talking about for 5 and 6 years have some shit going on. So let's start with a company that I don't think anybody here probably followed this week or picked up the game they released, but let's see if AtGames gave us the ultimate updates. So did anybody, does anybody here aside from me, and Fox, you do as well, but I don't think you picked up anything. Anybody pick up the game that came out this past week? They released a new game called Tropical EM. So I actually want to bring this up on screen. Our good friends over at
Yo Retro.
Yo Retro were actually playing it
There you
earlier
go.
this week. And just want to share that with you guys, bring it up on screen, and hopefully it doesn't freeze everything. But they gave it very high marks, with chaotic rating this is 7. Chaotic rating it an 8. 6 giving it a 7. So great scores, even though it's an EM table. I saw some of the familiar like AtGames leaderboard people like Mad Ben Han in the chat of Yo Retro talking about how the game was just so smooth. So great remarks for what's usually kind of a bummer table, an EM table, but a lot of people really seem to like this game. The only thing people were a little bit down about was the fact it came out for $8. So if you haven't paid attention to it, or if this is the first time you're seeing it, you can abscond and go a little bit later. But anybody been watching this, following it? Anybody had a chance to play it yet?
I haven't played it, but I watched RTX today, and he really liked it. Yeah, he really, really liked it. And basically, I thought gave it a pretty fair, but he always does, gets fair reviews. But yeah, he really, really kind of went out of his way to see how good it was. And it reminds me of the 70s, pinball.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive then, so you'll have to tell me about that, Stock Jock.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it one day,
Yeah, RTX is another one, does excellent reviews. I think most of the people that do reviews and this stuff are pretty fair. Like they'll talk about what they like, don't like, and don't like. I mean, Six said it. One of the ongoing issues with Zachariah is, the physics. The ball is very, very bouncy, but if you're used to playing Zachariah games, kind of get used to it. Some of the positives they talked about, there was no center post between the flippers. It's kind of an open play field. The AI graphics on the play field are kind of hit and miss where they don't always match up. This one is relatively, well put together. Great music. They said ball and the flow of the table was great. So very positive stuff. I have not had a chance to actually try it out yet. I usually play these pretty much as soon as they come out, but AtGames never sent me a code, and I haven't gotten around to picking it up yet. Heard positive things, but I'm a little gun shy to actually buy it myself because NOD is right around the corner. So I'm thinking like $8 for an EM game. I'd feel pretty stupid if just, next weekend they have NOD and this is on sale. So I'm going to hold off for a while. Plus I've got every single other game ever released. So it's not like I'm in a rush to play it. Right.
Right. And you definitely don't want to miss that 7% off deal that they're going to give.
No, the games are usually cheaper than that, Carl.
Yeah, it's usually like 7.43 or something like that. Right. They always do like a really weird percentage off.
It's like they're converting from metric. It's weird. I don't know why they do that.
I'm just trying to be somewhat excited about NOD. NOD is not what it used to be. They're making some pretty big promises about surprises, about new hardware, new games this year. Hopefully we get some good discounts. So I'm trying to be positive, guys. Help me out here.
Okay.
I've got something positive to say.
Yeah.
I'm actually not hating AtGames as much as I used to. I figured out, now I don't think this is even a slight at AtGames. This may be just my limited mental capacity. I figured out how to take my games offline. You have to turn off Wi-Fi. Once you turn off Wi-Fi, you can actually play your games offline correctly. So thank you to everybody in the chat who told me that. Say, hey, Fox, turn off your Wi-Fi. Once you do that, now my only hang up is how to purchase the games. I don't want to put a credit card on the table. Maybe I'll just get one of those prepaid visas and put it on the table.
I think James Hates Everything has been going through the same issue. He just doesn't want to I know why they did it. It's slightly cheaper for them to sell the games on the machine than it is for them to sell them through the website because they have to pay another party. So it's cost savings, and I understand why they did it. It just I don't understand the hang up. People are like, I don't want to put my credit card on the machine. I'm just going to give my credit card to the website. Do you think either one is more safe than the other?
Yes.
Good point.
Yes. I think the website is probably a little bit better. I don't know. But I was happy to find out that, yes, you can actually take your games offline. Once again, probably not AtGames' fault, not their issue. my fault for not just figuring that out. But once you figure that out, yeah, it does. It kind of gives those that are maybe hesitant about staying connected to AtGames and their servers, it relieves a little bit of that anxiety. So yeah, this game looks good. It does look good. I like the openness of the table. Stock Jock talking about the 70s. That does give me the feel of the old electromechanical sort of tables that we've actually seen at some of these pinball expos and all that, some of these old arcades. So it looks good. Looks good. I'm still hesitant about buying stuff from AtGames, but one hurdle has been cleared.
Gallagher guy, obviously you didn't pick this up because you hate AtGames.
I don't hate AtGames. I just hate everything that they do and sell.
Yes,
but that's it.
There's a clear distinction, and I'm with him 100%.
Yes. But I think a good pickup today, though. I got to turn my head around. Look at this!
Oh my God! What?
Wow, the platinum stitch 19K Fox hat.
What is going on with that? Can you please explain?
I'm a platinum member on Fox's channel, and if you become a platinum member, you get a little hat here. So that came in the mail today. So everything that AtGames did to me just went away because all the happiness I had.
It just that's the magic of the platinum hat. Exactly.
So I was, I mentioned here, I never got the game for free. I've had a great partnership with AtGames. They provided me review codes for the last couple of years. I don't really have anything bad to say about them. Whatever the reason was, that's fine. And, I'm still going to pick up games. I'm still going to stream from time to time. It's just, I might be a little bit more selective now. Like you guys know, I'm a big Williams whore for Zen Studios. So when those games come out, those are the ones I'll be mainly focused on. But I'm hearing great things about this. I may end up picking this one up, so we will see. Now moving on to some more AtGames news from this past week. They actually released a brand new schedule for pinball games coming out. So this is the new pinball table release schedule for Q1, Q2, 2026. And immediately when they sent this out, everybody started freaking out because they were like, where's Zen? Where's Zen? Where's Zen? And people started getting worried. The first thing I'll say before we talk about this in the Zen stuff, I don't know if you remember last year, they never announced the Zen games early. They might say we got a Zen release coming up later the month in the calendar, but they never ever told you what it was because of whatever happened with that snafu with the Tomb Raider reveal early. They just don't have advanced knowledge or can't reveal advanced knowledge of what the Zen games are. So I'm less concerned about not seeing it on this, especially with the fact that they also put out this email, this notice with the post that actually said, stay tuned, release schedules for Zen Studios and Farsight Gottlieb Table Refresh are also in the works and will be coming soon. So anybody that saw this and freaked out and said, where's Zen? I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't think it's much to worry about. Me and Stock Jock, we've been talking about this elsewhere. We said, is there any real concern about what's going on with Zen and AtGames? And I made points to both sides in a video I did about a week ago. But the reality is, I don't think it's that big an issue. And Stock Jock, what's the line your father-in-law told you? Because I think it's perfect to explain the situation.
Yeah. It's not a problem if money can fix it.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing here. It's money. So if AtGames, and Zen Studios are having some issues, I'm sure a little bit of grease one way or the other will fix everything up and we'll get back to it. But seeing this, we've got a lot of EM Plus coming. We've got a new AtGames original, Police Street Patrol. And then you've got Dinosaur Dynasty 3, Sky Titans. So they're going to be going to the air with the dinosaurs. They went to the ocean last time, I think. And then they're doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles update on June 18th. Taking a look at this Magic Pixel schedule, I'm guessing not a lot of people on the panel are excited, even though, Carl, you can get these games for your current AtGames Legends Pinball. They are available on the old HD.
Yeah, I can get them, but Fox was saying that you have to take it offline, but when you buy your games, you obviously have to put it back online to get those games you just purchased.
Correct. Yes.
But it's just a model here. It's just, you can't have an arcade without a machine being out of order. So both my AtGames makes my home arcade authentic. But no, I have zero interest in the floaty, bouncy ball. And it's not just at games. I play Zen Studios on my VR, and I walk up to certain tables, and it just does nothing for me. Even like those King Kong tables and things like that. I don't know. My brain just loves certain pinball tables, and it's very hard for me to get off of that.
Is it mainly the Williams?
Yep,
mainly the Williams that you like.
Yes. I just love those tables, so it's just tough. And I have my my Toy Shock mod back there, and I play different tables on there, AC/DC, Spider-Man, which are Stern, and I have my favorites, and I do like to venture out and try different things, but I just don't do anything with this machine, and it's a shame that I don't. I should sell it or put my PC in it. I keep saying I'm gonna do, but not to this day. But your point on the EM, you were saying that table was really open, and it was real small, so I couldn't really get a real good look at it. But it looked more like a Williams table from what I could see. Usually the EM tables are really wide open. It's like you barely have things to touch, to hit on. But that table looked pretty complete, for EM table.
Yeah, this is called an EM Plus. I don't know exactly what it means. All of these are currently available on Steam if you pick up the Zaccaria games on Steam. So it's not like these are brand new games, but I wouldn't put it next to like a game I absolutely love on AtGames. One of the Zaccaria games is oh my god. The one with the boats. It's escaping my memory now because Shooting the Rapids. Like, I love Shooting the Rapids, but this is more along the lines of it's got some more modern features instead of just being like a typical old 70s, 60s pinball game, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer Williams ball physics as well, Jabba. Much more prefer them, but there is some really good Zaccaria games. Like, I really liked what was it, Soccer Kings Deluxe. Like, there was a couple there that were really good. And Billy Woods Mod mentioned he's really excited for the Police Street Patrol First Responders series. I think a lot of people were really surprised about the Wildlands, the firefighter game. So, I mean, if Police Street Patrol is anywhere near as good, you're going to be eating good if you like those style of games. So that's everything that's going on with AtGames. We can move on past that. We've got a little bit more news in the home arcade space. I want to bring something up that 19K Fox talked about a little earlier this week. It's going to take me a second to get past the damn ads on his video. I mean, who puts all these ads on the videos?
There are quite a few. That's right. That's right. Watch them all the way through, Mike. Watch them all the way through.
You might not want to wear that hat to the grocery store, Sheldon, in case somebody who hates ads is there.
No, they'll love you for it. They'll embrace you.
Yeah, oh my God, there's more ads. I paused the video and it made more ads come up.
No, there's not that more. No, I have way less ads than you do.
No, I have so many ads.
I could have just sent you the video.
Hey, Fox. Hey, Robert, just tell Michael stop acting like he's poor and just get YouTube Premium, and then he don't have these ads.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nobody has YouTube Premium.
Come on.
If you use the is it Bear? Is that what Brave? That's what it is. Brave. Oh my gosh, what is it? It's just like a.
I thought you weren't
browser. I wasn't drinking.
He is now.
The Brave web browser, it doesn't even show that stuff. You don't have to worry about it.
So 19K Fox, you got a little up in arms last night. I know you actually wrote me on Messenger. You were talking about this, and you were like, "Iconic Arcade delayed again." And I was like,
"I didn't say
talking about."
I didn't say that tone.
Okay. Well, it all stems. Let me take this down from this post from my buddy Jason Pace, Arcade Insiders last night. They were doing a show with Mark Twig Jones, and our buddy B. Kirby was on as well. Yeah, I know. It's been 5 years since anybody's seen him on YouTube, right? So anyways, this comment came up, and Fox, this is kind of what caught you off guard. I mean, this is the communication from the company. They write a comment on a YouTube live stream. We are shipping before Chinese New Year, which is in fact a delay, you're saying, right? You want to explain this to us like on 5?
Yeah, so last week on the This Week show, when I wasn't completely inebriated, I talked about did it ship. So obviously this cabinet's been delayed multiple times, and we were told at the end of January. So I gave them till the 31st, right? It's going to ship end of January. We heard nothing. There was no announcement. There was no picture. There was no celebration, popping of the fireworks. Absolutely nothing. And so my opinion was that it actually did not ship. And I've had a lot of doubts about the software on this cabinet for a long time. And this actually confirms it, that they're shipping before Chinese New Year, which means that they have not shipped it now, which means that it is once again delayed. Now, Chinese New Year kicks off on the 17th of February. Later on in the video, he says that the 14th is the deadline. So they have 8 days.
8 days.
To get this thing
it ain't coming
finished in the box, in the container, driven to the ship, put on the ship. I don't think it's going to happen.
If they have the space on the ship.
If they have any space on the ship, exactly. I mean, because I don't know about you, but if I'm about to go on vacation, the effort that I'm putting in those last 2 days at work is very, very minimal.
Yeah. Everybody's trying to get their stuff on the ships over there.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll ask each of you to throw your opinions in what you think. Gallagher Guy, do you think, obviously, this is in fact a delay because we were told these are coming out the end of January. Does this give you concern, seeing that now this is popping up saying, yeah, we'll get them out before Chinese New Year?
Yeah, it's concerning that it is delayed once again, because it's been delayed so many times. And the fact that this is the way that they decided to communicate this to their the people who pre-ordered this. It's like, hey, we're going to do it on, a YouTube channel in a chat. That's our official announcement. Whenever it came to it, this kind of just like, maybe you should, have an official means to say this stuff, send out an email or make your own video on your own YouTube channel or something. Even his Facebook page, does he mention that on his Facebook page? Has he brought it up? I have, is it Media
One Up?
Yeah, Media One Up. Is it even on there? Like, I haven't checked, but
no, I have checked. They did
crazy.
the assembly video. The assembly video was done on the Media One Up website, but or the Facebook page. There's nothing on there. There's nothing on the Iconic. The only thing on the Iconic fan page is a clipped image of the live stream. I have to say, like, I don't have this thing pre-ordered. I don't have this thing pre-ordered. So just that's my disclaimer. But for God's sake, for the people that have this pre-ordered, your way of telling them, hey, by the way, it's shipping at the very best 2 weeks later than we said, is a random comment on a random live stream that you might not be watching. At this point, it's completely ridiculous, guys. It's just completely ridiculous. I want to give them all the grace in the world for bringing out something I think is going to be, if it comes to fruition, it's going to be cool, a little bit bigger than an XL, all that stuff. But this is ridiculous, guys. The customers, the pre-order holders, I said it wrong again. They deserve better. They deserve better.
Yeah, the communication should be, and I'm not a pre-order holder either. I tried to be several times after the fact. You talked me out of it. I'm still hoping to order. From what I understand,
so proud of that.
From what I understand, there's going to be very limited number afterwards, and like my opinion on it is, like, I don't expect to get like the $150 off the pre-order holders do, but I'm hoping it's the same price, and I hope I can still get free shipping. If I can't, fuck it, I'll skip it. I don't really give a shit. Carl, what do you think?
Well, I think they should stop talking because it's like I've always said, it's vaporware until it comes to market. And why keep giving dates at all when they know everything they've said so far has never been met? So why even tell somebody something that you cannot hold to that date? So it just hurts them to do that, and then to go about the way they're doing it, it's just not the proper way to do it. I wouldn't do it that way. But again, I'm excited that these things are being considered. I hope that these people that have been waiting will get the product that they are hoping for. I hope they get better with their communication methods and choices, because what they're doing so far is not the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
B. Kirby with a controversial take here. The way I see it, if you don't have any skin in the game, you have nothing to worry about. Guarantee Glenn's FU gets delayed, and look at New Wave Toys. I mean, yeah, that's the fair statement. Well, I don't think, because we don't know anything about Glenn's FU, whether or not that's going to be delayed. So that's not a fair statement, but shit happens. Like these delays, most of these delays were kind of out there, and nobody really has any issue with the delays. I think the issue is the communication, but one area where B is a little bit right here, B Kirby, is is if you're not a pre-order holder, you know, why are we concerned about what information the pre-order holders are getting? I guess it's a little bit different because we also run YouTube shows and we're doing this talking to the community, and we look at how all community people communicate. So, you know, if you don't have any skin in the game, you shouldn't say anything. I've heard that a lot before about like, why are you talking about this company? If you don't buy their products, you don't have any right to talk about them. I don't think that's exactly fair to say. I would 100% agree with you guys. The fact that the communication going out to the pre-order holders, they're not getting regular emails about these delays and different things like that. Doesn't have to be a public communication on a website or anything like that, but at least regular email checkups with the pre-order holders. I would love to hear from pre-order holders. If you're a pre-order holder in the chat and you're happy with the way they've been communicating to you, throw a 1 in the chat. If you're a pre-order holder and you're not happy with the way it's communicated, throw a 0 so we can get some real-time feedback on how you guys feel. Me personally, if I did have a pre-order and I had to randomly go around and find shows that they might appear on and give updates that I'm probably never going to see again unless someone screen caps it and puts it in a Facebook page that I might be involved with, oh, hell yeah, I'd be upset.
Well, B. Kirby he's exactly right. If you don't have this pre-ordered, you don't really, you're fine. And I don't. But I have something else. It's called empathy for the people that actually do have this I have friends, and B. Kirby's one of them, who has this thing pre-ordered. And when I see something that's, in my opinion, not handled correctly, I'm going to call it out. Speaking of New Wave Toys, I've canceled my pre-orders, some of my pre-orders with New Wave Toys because of the extensive delays. It's just this uncertainty. But, there's nothing wrong with criticizing a company for doing a specific thing. I'm not just generally saying general things. I'm pointing to a specific thing that's going on, and I'm saying, I don't like that. I think everybody, whether you have a pre-order or not, has the right to criticize any company when they point to something and say, you know what you're doing right there? Man, that's not cool. You should do better.
And it's not just about criticizing. It's about communicating, because they're obviously not communicating. So someone has to be communicating so to let people know that it wasn't on that show and wasn't in the comment section to be able to find out what possibility could be happening with it. So there's fair game to be talking about anything that's happening in the area that we cover and discuss. So I think that's a non-relevant issue.
And then on the flip side of it, a positive spin on it is criticizing a company like that may end up helping the company in the future to understand, hey, people want to have updates. They want to have the emails. They don't want to find a random show. And hopefully in the future, make them a better company all around, because it's like, okay, this is what we need to be doing. This will make our customers happy. And the more noise we put on it through YouTubers and stuff like that, the more that they can understand what we want, or whoever pre-ordered. I didn't pre-order one either, but what they would want whenever they do this next time.
And even if they did it the right way, and let's say they sent an email to people who were pre-order holders and whatever, someone still would have said, hey, this is the email I got, and we'll still be talking about this. So this whole thing will be happening no matter what, with the way they communicated. So that's irrelevant that we will be discussing it. But we're talking about the way that they're choosing to communicate it is not the best and effective way to communicate.
I want to bring this up because, Fox, you remember our buddy Atul we hung out with in Chicago? We hung out with in Cleveland, and then Chicago again.
He drove us around.
He's a proud Iconic pre-order holder. He was happy with the $150 discount, but he's pretty pissed off about the communication. I know that for 100% true, and he's saying 100%. Billy Woods Mod says things don't get better unless you speak up. That's true. I think with these companies, though, it's a little bit frustrating at times because some people will take all negativity as just, well, they're trying to hurt me and hurt my company. And there's been some stuff thrown at Iconic saying it's a total scam, it's the Amico and stuff like that. That is just bullshit clickbait stuff, right? But then there's other things like saying your communication is bad. That's not us trying to hurt your company. That's us telling you your fucking communication is bad.
Do better. I mean, the name of your company is Media One Up. I mean,
I know.
Well, and the point I made in my video is that, friends don't just tell you what you want to hear. Friends tell you kind of the hard truth, right? They tell you the truth the way that they see it. At the end of the day, more products out there is competition. And that just, inspires other companies to compete against each other and make better stuff. And at the end of the day, all the consumers win. So the more stuff we have out there, the better. So if Iconic can deliver and we get it and it's great, and now guess what? They're charging $800 for their cabinet for everybody who didn't pre-order, but people love it so much that they buy it up. Well, now they've got a higher margin. Hey, guess what? Now Double Dragon is coming. Hey, guess what? Now the next cabinet's coming. That's a good thing.
Well, John may have, he has the term media one-up. You would think that media says I'm going to be communicating, right? And you're going to have one up on everybody else if you get it, but he's probably got it where it's just one up. I put it up one time and that's it. It's one up and you're done.
I was like, well, Carl's agreeing with me, but then he took it to a totally different way there. I was going to say that, listen, when that thing first came out, I was like, and I am not a Street Fighter fan one bit. I've got Yoga Flame over here. It's the first one that's going when I've got to make room. Okay. But I was excited for what I saw and thought, wow, this is going to be something really special for especially all those people who love that genre, but as time's gone on, and I've seen what, I agree with everything you guys have all said. I agree with it. I hope they make it. I hope they make it through and they get the stuff out to everybody, because I've got 3 pre-orders for New Wave Toys, and the only reason I stuck around one is that they were giving us updates until something bad happened. Okay, as long as you tell me what's going on. I mean, if you come out and say I can't get this Street Fighter cab out to you right now because we can't get RAM at a reasonable price, especially when we gave everybody $150 off.
Yeah,
I'd be like, okay, I get it, but if you're just not telling us.
Quick question for the chat: does anybody know where I can get SD cards in bulk?
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Just a quick point. I think it was B. Kirby mentioned earlier the FU. Apparently, the FU is going to be slightly delayed because Glenn was going through that RAM shortage that everybody else is going through now. Yeah. I wasn't aware of that, so thanks for everybody in the comments bringing that up and informing me on that. I appreciate that. He asked a question about, and I'll say this last comment on Iconic Arcade. Like, I will shit on the communication because it is super poorly done. If there's one area where that company is massively failing right now, it's their marketing, communications, and PR. You've got people out there like David McIntosh, companies you can rely on. Yeah. I don't know if it's a money issue, but there's no reason that you're communicating like this. Like, how fucking hard is it to send an email? Sorry for swearing, but it's frustrating. But then B. Kirby says, does New Wave Toys send emails every time there's a delay? And B, I am so glad you brought that up, because that is a perfect segue into our next topic, talking about all the emails New Wave Toys sent out today.
There's my black hole. Yay.
Yeah. Finally.
That is too good. That is too
good. And New Wave Toys has always been pretty good at communicating with people about some of the delays. I mean, this past year with some of the stuff going on with Shiloh down, they did a really good job of explaining the situation with Shiloh. He was the driving force behind everything, and everybody else just kind of worked with him. So without him there, it was incredibly difficult, but we did get lots of updates today. In the last couple of days, I know Stockjack, you got 3, a lot of other people did as well. They're all over the New Wave Toys Facebook page here. If PDubs was watching, he'd be like, hey, make the page bigger, but he's not here, so he can suck a dick. Sorry. Anyways, we got a couple updates. So the Black Hole mini pin, it's going to be delayed till Q3 2026. Stockjack, you want to tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah. So basically, if you got the email, it was the first half of it was all the exact same thing, and then the down at the bottom it talked about your product, and then you got another one, same exact thing. So finally, it looks like they said that there's gone through this final pre-production sample, and they're getting all that stuff locked down, and everything seems to be looking good. And so looking at like you said, third quarter of this year, and that one is long time coming. That we're talking, I think, going on 2.5, 3 years.
Oh, that's a long time, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard this, but apparently it's going to be non-playable. Is that new?
Oh, I did not know that.
What? Son of a!
I can't believe I'm canceling my order right now after 3 years.
Right now,
it's all over. It's done.
Probably the one I'm really excited about, Crystal Castles. I saw this delay email that went out yesterday. So this is also delayed till 2023, and it talks a little bit about the issue with Shiloh. So
Q3.
the issue Q3, yeah. So they're having issues with this as well, specifically Bentley beer, smooth movement on the Replicade, and they're having some problems with the miniature trackball. So this is one I'm really following. Sheldon, you want one of these cabs, like a real one, don't you?
Yes, the two of them have escaped me here
locally.
So
yeah,
and they're both in like mint condition too. And I was like, oh, so one Israel Gaming, he actually found it. It was in Kentucky, and he was trying to help me out get it, and it didn't work out. Then I found another one randomly, and that one also disappeared before I could get to it. So it's like it inevitably escapes me every time I see one.
I mentioned it on my video where I was talking about what games they could do from cabinets that haven't been separate cabinets yet. And I mentioned Crystal Castles, and people were like, I don't know if that one would sell. That's not a good enough game. One of the most beautiful Atari cabinets of all time. I would be all over it.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm in for one.
Detroit Love, do you want to grab this one for us?
Yes. $20. Oh, man, thank you for the $20 super chat, man. That's awesome. I love this lineup, by the way. It's like the Avengers without Coulson and Maria Hill. I'm not sure who did that.
Well, you know,
who's
guys,
who?
Well, obviously, PDubs is Coulson and Restalgia's Maria Hill. And it's like the first Avengers movie. I mean, Coulson had to die because the Avengers needed someone to avenge.
They needed something to avenge. Exactly. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Zero Redux. That is way too kind of you. And Carl, you were just about to bring something up about the skee ball machine, my man.
Yes. So they sent this email to us about the skee ball. That's the only pre-order that I have out there. And they basically just said, following the passing of Shiloh, they resumed the skee ball development, and that they removed the functional ticket dispenser for durability, and plan to move forward with tooling. And they moved from third quarter to fourth quarter 2026 as the estimated time of shipment. So that was a little disappointing for those of us who ordered the skee ball. I know you guys were all in Cleveland and saw the prototype there, and that thing's pretty sick. I love that thing. So that was a day one for me as soon as it came on. So I haven't been waiting as long as you guys with the pre-orders, because that's the only one I have out there. But a little bummed about the ticket dispensers not being there. But as long as it comes and it's functioning the way it worked at the, I love the way those balls rolled down and they clicked. It sounded so real. I hope they don't change any of that. I can do without the ticket dispenser.
I can too.
Case.
Yeah.
You know, it was so funny. This was like, we shared a little bit on our show about, Shiloh and stuff. And Joel and I were sitting there actually playing that. Okay. And of course, there's this sign right in front of us is do not touch, do not play. And we're sitting there playing it. Okay.
Nobody listening.
And Shiloh's right there, watching us play it. And we're like, oh, wow. He goes, oh, you guys just go ahead. Keep going. He was like, again, that was just such a nice thing. But yeah, we were sitting there right in front of our faces. Don't play with this thing. And it played great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm excited for that skee ball. So I'm glad the communications once again have started coming out from them to give us an update and let us know where we stand with these all the pre-orders that's out there.
Meatball's got an interesting question. We'll go a little bit off now. So, hopefully everybody's okay with the emails from New Wave Toys. B. Kirby, that's a funny comment. 3 years delay on a non-playable pinball. It's a little bit more complicated than that because there are some moving parts with Black Hole, the way it works, and like with the animation. So I know what they're doing. And something that's been forgotten in all this, like they signed a big deal for their next line of these pinball recreations right after this. We're going to get Williams. So, I'm hoping Black Hole is a major success because there's a ton of these replica Williams machines I would absolutely love to have sitting on my bookshelf here with the rest of my New Wave Toys cabinets. So,
I'd like to make a point on that, by the way. I'd like to make a point on that. Would you actually ever play that thing anyway? I mean, it's so small. It's just wouldn't even be fun to play. I don't think.
I have my whatever this thing called moon.
Yeah, you've got. I know you've got that. Yeah,
I have that moonshot. I play that thing all the time. That thing is. But again, I have Williams tables on it,
But that's a Switch, right? Is that the Switch?
But it's the same exact size. It's 1/6. It's 1/6.
And it's also a V. You're talking about V pin, so everything can be physics related to that. Where you have something that's that small, how do you make it playable? I mean, with real.
Well, we were.
I'm just curious.
We were under the impression they were going to do that originally, like talking to them and stuff like that. I understand why they couldn't. The physics is just too hard to work out. But I don't know why we fooled ourselves into believing they could do it.
Even when they said that they couldn't do it, I was like, I get it. I know why. So it didn't bother me.
Yeah,
it didn't bother me either, but it was a great comment. B Kirby was that was
perfectly timed. It was.
That was good.
Let's get Wonderland out there in a smaller size before we get our
that's a good point
down to 1/6 scale.
Now that is a product that's shipped, and I think people should be getting those in the next couple of weeks. So anybody here have a pre-order stock track? You have one, don't you?
No, I do not. No, I was this close to pulling the. I literally had it open. I was out on a job site, ready to hit the button, and I just something said, "Don't do it."
Yeah. Well, you got, me and you, we got Jurassic Park pinballs. We're good.
I got a limited edition.
We're not like
30th anniversary.
Elitist comment. Here we go.
Yes. Is yours a 30th anniversary limited edition? By the way, I'm trying to find out.
Oh my god!
I will tell you, and I don't mean to bring you down a little bit. It is a 30th anniversary, not a limited edition. It's a premium. Yeah. But it is 30th edition, 30th anniversary. Fox. I meant to tell you, and Gallagher guy might get mad at me for telling you this. There's a Williams Firepower in Kansas for $1,000.
$1,000. $1,000.
I've got to go.
I need to borrow your truck real quick, Coax, just for like a day.
If I was 5 or 7 hours closer, I'd be there.
19K Fox, Galaga Guy, road trip. Let's go.
Let's go.
B Kirby, as always, gifting 20 Super Game Room Dudes
machine.
memberships. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Kirby. That's a $4,500 machine.
Yeah, thank you very much, B Kirby. For some reason, when you said that, it reminded me of the Big Lebowski, where she turns and she goes, "Suck your cock for $1,000." He's like, I just got to go to the ATM.
That's not what I no.
Oh, James, you're an idiot for not going to buy it. I will say that openly.
He is an idiot.
Openly. Idiot. James is like, oh, but I've got all these other things to buy. No, sell everything you got.
Put it in your garage.
Immediately.
Put it in your garage. Do a little bit of work on it. You're going to make 4 times your money.
Oh my gosh.
I did want to bring this up really quickly.
I like that
building a home arcade experience. What do you need or want? When these home arcade companies do a machine, do you buy it for science, like at Super Game Room Dudes? It's quite the accusation there, Meatball. Or do you buy it for the experience? I've never been the kind of person where, like, I don't understand why you would go and spend for science. Like, I don't necessarily agree with that because, I mean, these are still really expensive products. Even back in the day, like you're talking $400, $500, $600. I would never buy a product just to review it. If I didn't want it and I didn't have some, interest in it, I can't imagine spending that much. Of all the videos I've ever done reviews on any of these products, only one has ever come close to actually paying itself off. And that's my Terminator 2 Arcade 1-Up review. And that has like 140,000 views. So, I mean, I don't think anybody actually buys these cabs for science. Maybe PDubs because he's crazy, but I don't buy them for science. I buy them because I want them.
Yeah. There's not a single cab I bought that I'm not interested in playing. Now, again, my Big Blue, I'm like you, Stock Shot. I do like fighters, but I already have Street Fighter in my modified cab. So, but I bought the Big Blue for the online experience. But as I soon recognize, I get my ass whipped too often and quick online. So it's not a lot of fun, right? So I don't play it at all. So that would be my first one to go as well, would be my Street Fighter Big Blue.
Yeah.
But no, I've never purchased a cabinet to review it. And if I did, I'd buy it from Amazon because I can send anything back, or Costco, right? So, but that's not the case.
I'll say this, and that is I have bought cabs because they were on sale. You know, if I was first getting into this, so like I've got a Simpson back here. I have no nostalgia whatsoever for Simpsons, but it was $150. Okay,
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I got Yoga Flame over here because that was my high five. You know, my virtual high five cabinet when I didn't get the Killer Instinct, which again I had no nostalgia for it because it was such a good deal.
Mhm.
So I have bought cabs because they were great deals, but I'm like you, Michael B. I buy now. I'm in that mood where I'm buying a cab where I want something that looks like, you know, like this guy back here. You know, I want, and I will play that game on there. That's it. Okay, maybe another Donkey Kong, but I want something that looks at least as close to what I used to play in the arcade. And
oh my God, extreme close.
I know. Go back, camera.
And I agree with you.
It didn't like me to point back there.
I agree. Like with my Killer Instinct, I had no connection with Killer Instinct. The only because I never played Killer Instinct growing up. But every time I would mod a Street Fighter for somebody, they were like, "Can it play, you know, Killer Instinct?" That was always the question. I'm like, for one, what's Killer Instinct? And no, it can't, you know, play it. But I bought this, and for $1,000, you know, for this Pro, is because of the size and the features and getting exactly what you want. And I'm not just pleased with it. I have no desire to get rid of it. But is it a game that I would play often? Not at all, because it's just not. When people come over, I'll play it. If I'm here by myself, it's not a cabinet I would play by myself. But with others, for sure, I would play it.
Right.
So really quickly, I see your comment, Duke Doug. We're going to come back to that because we're going to be talking about Arcade 1-Up, Basic Fun in just a minute. But I wanted to just, transition into pinball because we were close there anyway. So we got finally, after weeks and months of speculation, the new Stern game was originally supposed to be debuted at Pinball on the Beach, which is this weekend, which would line up with this announcement. Now it's apparently first going to be shown off in public at the Texas Pinball Fest. But we did get the official announcement from Stern Pinball today. I'm going to see if I can make this bigger for you guys.
It's right there. Hit the little...
No, because I have a widescreen monitor, so it'll wipe you out, and no one will be able to see anything. So I'm just going to play this here now so you guys can see it. It was actually really cool. They played like the cartoon theme song while it's going. So the official announcement came out. Stern Pinball is doing Pokemon next. The only thing that was kind of weird, if you look at my thumbnail, I intentionally did this, and I'll see if I can actually add to screen. And I don't know why Stern didn't do this because it's such low-hanging fruit. I don't know why they wouldn't do it. So let me just see if I can bring it up here now. It might take a while to get there. That's what she said.
Well, make the ball a Pokemon.
Yes. In the Stern logo, why don't you make the ball a Pokemon?
Right. Yeah, that's
I don't understand why they wouldn't do it. Like it's so simple, but they didn't do it. So I'm just saying, bad form on them for doing that.
No. It's so simple. That's why they didn't do it.
That makes sense. So there it is. You can see right here. I just changed the Stern Pinball into the Pokeball, right?
Yeah, look at that. Right. Quite the.
Yeah, you should have. You definitely should have Pokeball ball bearings in the game. For sure.
All right, so just take.
So wait, you just said it's gonna be at Pinball at the Beach?
No, it's not going to be at Pinball at the Beach. It was supposed to originally. So the first showing is going to be at the Texas Pinball Fest. But we got an announcement today, and I can safely say one of the things that we're not going to see from Restalgia in the near future is he's probably going to need to take a couple of weeks off because I heard he's currently in the process of selling one of his kidneys so he can afford to buy this machine.
I heard he was selling both, which you might want to stop that.
Yeah, there's some problems there. Restalgia,
he's
in trouble with the mob too. So,
right.
all kidding aside, there's going to be 750 LEs is what people are saying right now. And they're predicting that with 750 LEs, scalpers are going to go crazy because the way people are with Pokemon, especially the Pokemon cards, the collectors. There's memes all over the place right now. It's going to be the hardest LE purchase period ever because it's going to be people outside the pinball world that always buy these LEs. It's actually going to be like Pokemon collectors throwing money. As much as people are kind of shitting on this title, and I get it, it's not something I'm excited for. it's a license to print money. People are going nuts about this. What are your thoughts, Gallagher guy?
Yeah, this is like you said, it's printing money. Pokemon's huge. The scalper thing's pretty funny. I can imagine now all the little kids and dads up there now, like, oh, gotta get it. If they actually put a Pokemon card in there that was rare, it'd even skyrocket further. People would go nuts for it. But yeah, it's a great idea. The next one should be Dragon Ball Z. If you're going to go the anime route, there's Dragon Ball Z. I'd be buying one right now. I would sell my kidney, and I would get one. But yeah.
What about you, Carl? What do you think? We're all more seasoned here, except for probably Sheldon. I think Sheldon's the youngest of us. We're all a little gray in the beard. I was never a Pokemon guy. I'm guessing you weren't either, Carl.
No, well, I had my first son at 21, and he was a big Pokemon guy. Even today, he loves some Pokemon. So he's 36 or so.
Yeah.
So he would love Pokemon, and again, it's not all about the buyers of these tables. As far as from a homeless perspective, you have these arcades and these venues that are going to have this, and clearly his generation, those folk are going to love going to the arcade and being able to play at the Pokemon table. So it's going to be a hit. It's definitely going to be popular. People love Pokemon. It's a craze. If they could somehow put Pokemon Go and tie that in as well, that would be incredible.
We've got Wagner's Tech Talk here, and thank you very much for the generous gift, Wagner. Greatly appreciated. Wagner, all around great guy. It's good to see you in the community again, buddy. I think one of the smart things to do, we got invited to a media event next week. Some of us did. And obviously, I can't go to the States right now because my wife will kill me. But I think the smart thing to do, if the people at Stern Pinball are getting really good advice on this, and obviously playing the Pokemon cartoon theme was a good start for the teaser video, I think what they should do, go back to the original Pokemon, and they usually do a Pro, Premium, and an LE. I would do the Pro Blue, Premium Red, and then I would do the LE Yellow for the Pikachu pinball from the first 3 Pokemon games. I think that's the right way to do it.
That's good. Yeah. Good suggestion. So, Mike, you going to we'll tell her Project Pinball try to get this?
No, Daryl, unlike you, I never put down like a couple $100 and won the first time. I've probably dropped about $3,000 on Project Pinball. So my wife, she gets a little upset when I explain to her. I'm like, yeah, I spent $135 US on a ticket for a pinball machine. She doesn't usually write-off.
It's a tax write-off.
It's not a tax write-off.
Sure it is.
It's for a good cause.
No, actually, she knows better. I mean, I work for a charity, so if you make a donation, yes, it's a tax write-off.
I know.
But if you buy a ticket, you're buying something. It's not.
Yeah, but I didn't get anything.
Anyways, this will be exciting. We'll follow this. We expect to see this stuff leak out next week, so we'll expect to get full coverage. We'll cover that as long as it's going. But I fully expect Stern Pinball are just going to make buckets and buckets and buckets of money from this. It'll be the hardest LE to get of all time from Stern Pinball, and even like the premiums and pros are going to be flying off the shelf. This will probably be one of their best at-home sales they've ever done, just because of you don't understand the craziness of Pokemon collectors. Like Restalgia, a grown man, a hairy-ass grown man, had stuffies all over his house just from Pokemon collectors.
Well, that's not actually true, because he said he's hairy, but his ass is the only area that's not hairy.
That's only because
he waxes immensely. He waxes immensely.
Yes. Lots of wax.
All right, so moving on to what should be our second last topic, because I got to bring this up really quickly. We got a little bit of console chatter that I want to go into. We're happily not going to be talking about what happened at the Nintendo Partner Direct this week, because we don't want to make anybody else as disappointed as that show did. But we're going to talk about something that's a little bit of fun. So if you guys have been, I love Nintendo Switch Online. I know a lot of people don't, but I love getting these updates, getting new games to play. Anyways, we got 2 new Game Boy games came out just the other day. We got Yoshi, which is a puzzler. I've never actually played this. I had no interest in playing this on the NES or the Game Boy. Anybody here a fan of Yoshi Game Boy?
No. Negative.
Yeah.
What's a Game Boy? What's a Game Boy? I mean,
oh, what's a Game Boy? Duke Doug was just asking about favorite handhelds. Right now, mine's Analog Pocket, but I'm very excited about the second game, and I think arcade fans will be more in line with this one. Balloon Kid. Take a look at this. What does it remind you of? And is this something you'd be interested in playing?
Circus Charlie. I don't know.
Remind you of Circus Charlie? Not a little bit of Joust?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This is like nightmare fuel.
Oh, you jerks. You don't love the Game Boy.
I loved going to Walmart and playing it in that display.
The
playing
kiosk,
Tetris. That was so cool. But beyond that, no, I have no nostalgia for it at all.
I will say this, okay, Mike B, and that is this. The Intellivision is way better than that Game Boy.
That's a good point.
Oh my God.
That's a really good point.
Speaking of which, Daryl, you did want to talk about the Intellivision. Now, you don't have to, but did you still want to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So
Finally.
we got a little bit of a surprise for you.
Make sure I'm invited on the show when we do.
A little bit of a surprise for you here tonight. Daryl suggested this. It's not something we do a lot on Super Game Room Dudes, but Daryl, out of his own kindness, I told you at the beginning of the show, he's the kindest guy in the world. Tell him what you want to do, buddy.
We want to, it's kind of turned into a joke between Mike and I. You know, he really bashed us hard about the Intellivision show, which was probably one of our highest rated shows, by the way, on Arcades Anonymous.
Encore.
And so he was, teasing us back and forth about, wow, that's probably the worst show you guys ever done, on television. Well, just to throw it in his face, I want to give away tonight an Intellivision Sprint.
The camera doesn't like cameras.
That's what I get for having one of those AI cameras. We got a brand new Intellivision Sprint still in the box.
Oh wow,
nice.
And hasn't been opened, and it comes with I think 40 games on it, 40 of the originals, and it's just nostalgia to me. I mean, we all talk about our favorite consoles, and I'm older than you guys, and this is the first console I had, the 2600, but this one here to me was just, it hits a sweet spot for me. And I've still got my original one with 50 or 60 carts for it, but we'd like to give that away tonight, and because I bought a couple of them, and when they go back on sale again, I'll buy a few more, because I like giving that away. It just it brings joy to me that people can experience that Gen 1 type stuff.
God bless you.
They need to come out with a ColecoVision, but Stock Jack,
they will. I think they will.
Stock Jack, I think this is very kind of you. How do you want to do this? I actually don't know if you can teach me very quickly.
I don't know how to do it.
Look
in the private chat. Look in the private chat.
Private chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Private chat.
Oh, good.
Is this just going to be pictures of Michaela Demeter?
Private chat. All private chat.
I got it. What do you want the keyword to be? Pound what?
Mike loves the Intellivision. No, I know that's too long.
That's a lot.
Just put Sprint. How about just put hashtag Sprint?
Okay.
Hashtag Sprint. Okay, thanks.
Hashtag
Ralph,
Sprint.
There you go.
Smooth winners from doing multiple draws. Okay.
On the fly giveaway.
All right, so go ahead and put in your entries. I'll go ahead and share my screen here. Maximize.
And again, I will tell you once again, Daryl is way too kind. The nicest guy in the entire world. I still owe him a burger for something he did for me. So, too kind, Daryl.
Right? Yeah. Come to Milwaukee.
I can't. You know, my wife won't let me leave
Come
the country.
on, Mike. Win the hell.
The man in the family. Come on.
Yes, exactly.
I am in the family. I am being the
Take the
man in the
pants.
family.
Put them on and come to America. If Eddie
I'm
Murphy
sorry.
can do it, so can you. Okay.
Coming to America.
Is it working, Daryl?
Window. Yeah, I've been drinking, so it takes a little longer.
You're talking about your
Right now.
wiener, right?
Wow, look at that. Already up to 40
Look at
entries.
that. Hashtag sprint. There we go.
Hashtag sprint.
Throw it up, chat.
Or-
Throw it up. Lowercase s, everybody.
This thing is moddable. Well, you can side load basically all the Intellivision games onto it, or you just slap a thumb drive, but there's plenty of channels out there to teach you how to do it.
I love James saying this. Take your balls out of her purse and get on a plane. Yes, I'm going to make my wife cry and tell her I'm going to the U.S.
Listen,
that's being a
sometimes
man.
you got to just completely slap. You got to slap her around, let her know who's boss.
Carl, I don't know if this is ethical or not, buddy. You entering the contest on your
Oh
own
man,
channel.
you can't enter your
I
own
did.
contest.
I did. Sorry.
We're,
I won that
we're on
You're
stream
a guest, that's
giveaway.
okay.
What are you doing?
For such a
I'm not
such a
picking
crappy
any
system.
random. I'm not
And the
picking a
winner
random
is
person.
Detroit
Hey,
Love.
that's right.
Yeah.
Baby.
We'll have to redo it again. Oh my god.
Yeah, for such a crappy system, Mike B, there's look at even your co-host wants in on this thing. Come on.
I'm not giving into a rational fear. It's not my fear. It's my wife. I'm telling you right now, I have
Blame
no
the wife.
problem. And
Mhm.
I've explained it to her, but it doesn't matter. I am not going to make her cry.
No.
Why would I do that?
You're a smart man. That's why.
That's right.
I'm gonna make
Thank
my wife cry when I spend my YouTube winnings on something. You have to stick around for
There
the
you
after
go.
show.
There you go.
You have to stick around for the after show. See
That's
what we
the
might do
show.
with it. The members only show.
Members only. $10 entry fee. I love it.
Yep.
And while we're waiting, I will tell you, I got an interesting email this past week, and I got a new product coming to me from a company I've been following and very interested in the last little while, called Mod Retro. So for those of you out there that have been following what's going on with the Analog 64 or Analog 3D, there's a competing company also making another N64 device called the Mod Retro 64. Anyways, they reached out to me. They just re-released their line of Game Boy systems. I think it's called the it's escaping me right now what it's called, but they do like a newfangled Game Boy. They release new games for it. And what is that name of that thing? Let me double check here. Anyways, I should have one of those pretty soon so I can do a direct comparison. Chromatic direct comparison to the Analog Pocket. So I'm interested to see how that works out.
Have you, by the way, caught Chaotic's latest video he's done on? He's buying these. Obviously, they're 3D printed. Replicas of like the Super NES, and he's just slapping a Pi in there, and he's got the controllers. You can find online. It is so cool looking. It just have yourself a nice little mini looking thing, and that you built. And that's, to me, I love doing that kind of stuff.
So Stock Chuck, also while we're waiting, why don't you, is this public knowledge yet? Can you talk about G.I. Joel's newest thing he's doing, or is that?
Oh yeah, no, it's public. It's yeah.
I don't know.
So he has now he's got a brand new bezel to go run your monitor, obviously, and it is so sharp looking. It makes it look like a CRT. Okay. And he has found a very large allotment of Dell BOE 19-inch monitors that he'll be putting in. So anybody who has an order that's waiting to be shipped, okay, is getting the upgrade. All right. And anything going forward. Plus, if you're not doing the play choice, okay, any of the other ones, the Pi he's coming with, he's setting the Pi up so that it looks like it's got the CRT effect and everything like that. He's just, the shipments have been going out a little slow. That's because he's trying to make them better. He's sending all these prototypes out to, Sheldon got one, I got one, and we've been all giving him feedback on things, and he's taking that feedback and I will say this. And Fox, you had him on. I've got to tell you this real quick. That show you had with him was one of your best shows I've ever seen, I thought, because you speak his language, and it was so good. But all that feedback that he's getting, he's turning around and he's really making these things special.
He's
and
so
they are built.
He's so I think you're 100% right. He's so receptive to the feedback, and he's so focused and fixated on authenticity and quality. It's just it's so fun to just talk to him and bounce these ideas off of him, because he's kind of excited right there with you. He understands the work that's required, but he's jazzed about making it better, making it more fun, making it more authentic. And the detail is just off the charts.
Really quickly, I wanted to bring up this, and Detroit Love keeps taking it down. Steve Sale wanted to provide an update for everybody that supported him, mainly Stock Jock, but everybody else that supported him as well.
No, I did not. I helped quite a bit, but
yeah, I know. While we're waiting, I wanted to give everybody a quick update on my dental issue. I'm scheduled to get my smile back next month. Thank you. Go to everyone for making this happen. I can't wait, Steve. And when you do, you got to come on the show and show us your new chompers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
well, because I was a large donor, he said he would come on Arcades Anonymous first, so you guys can have him afterwards. So
that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I'm just kidding about that.
Yeah, and Analog 3D announced new colors again today. I was going to talk about it, but I didn't want to go into too much detail and make the show too long tonight. But so weird, like they did the exact same thing with the Analog Pocket. Like the Pocket comes out, and you're like, you got to get it because they'll never do another one. You know the way Analog is. And then they come out with the Fantastic line. Then they come out with this. I mean, the system hasn't even been out like 3 months now, and we're already in the third wave of different shells and shit for it. Like different versions. Yeah. They really like to double down on that cash. If they wanted to make money, you know what's a good idea, Analog? Release the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis again, for God's sake.
How about that?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need smarter people than you and I to do this stuff.
Sometimes it's not that complicated. Sometimes it is just that simple. It's crazy.
All right, guys, make sure you get your entries in. We're going to be clicking this button, click and draw here shortly.
But to pound that button.
Last seconds, we got 177 people, 62 entries.
62 entries for the greatest console.
Minus ever. 2 because Carl and Galaga Guy can't win.
No, Galaga Guy's fine. I mean, but it's Carl's show.
Well, that's a good point. All right, okay, so 61 valid entries.
I would consider not taking the prize.
Okay, but
he said considered and taken.
Considered, and I'll be off the show next week if I win.
There we go. It's all worth it.
It's that great of a prize. Carl's willing to give up being co-host.
All right, Daryl, you can call it whenever you want. Do we got?
I'm ready. Whenever you guys want to hit.
All right, here we go.
I know we got
drum roll, please, Robert. The countdown.
Ching.
Here we go.
All right, entries closed, and the winner is
by popular demand. Everyone, get ready.
Did I see Michael B.
Come
there?
on,
Mr. Gigliotti.
Yes.
Congratulations, Mr. Listen, if you are on Discord, just message me at Stock Jock on Discord, and I'll get this out to you. Otherwise, you can email me at stockjock, stockjock@gmail.com.
So I was one away. I was one away. So
I was really hoping you didn't win.
If Carl would have entered, I would have won.
I don't need that smoke. Really quickly, Stock Jock, do you also want to give them your grinder information to get in touch with you?
That's everybody already knows that. The ones I want they already know it.
Well, Stock Shop, to be honest, you still repping your MySpace page, so don't.
Never take them down.
All right, so guys, let's
GeoCities. That's good.
What was the? I can't remember the guy's name. I never even had a MySpace. What was the guy's name though that always greeted you? Bill or something like that, or?
Oh yeah, he was everybody's friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going into our last topic of the day. It's about arcade, not arcade 1-up. It's about arcade classics, basic fun, but they're kind of arcade 1-up now. So let's find out what's up with arcade 1-up. Oh, I got to make it bigger. PDubs is losing his mind somewhere right
That's what
now.
she
Ladies
said.
and gentlemen, boys and girls, here it is finally, the first Supreme cabinet from Basic Fun Arcade Classics. We knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. Finally, now available to be shipped. Even though they're low in stock, it's finally pickups out of stock. Delivery is not available, but shipping is available right now. $649. The Arcade Classics WWE Supreme Series Arcade Cabinet. So, Fox, you already did a video. I'll come to you last. I'm going to ask everybody else what they think. Detroit Love, here you go. Take a look at this new WrestleFest Supreme Cabinet. You can take a look. One of the things I really want to show you here is it's a little finicky to get to, but I want to show you the size difference between this and the if I can bring it up here, the size difference here between this and the Ultra Series. So the Ultra Series is the same as an arcade one-up. Take a look at the Supreme right next to it. What do you think of this?
Oh, that's nice. I'm not a real big wrestling fan, but I'm a fan of home arcade. So, if I saw this at Sam's Club, I would definitely make a video, and I hope that people get what they want, because that's a nice size right there. That's like pro. That's pro level.
Yep, that's what she said. It's a nice size. Stop Jack. What do you think, brother?
I'm going to kind of mirror what he just said, and I am not. This is not my
cup of tea.
As your best friend Multicad Matt would say, it's not my jam. But
he's so hip that Multicade Matt.
I know,
yes,
I know. He's golden, isn't he? No, it's not. I mean, I like the size of it. I'm sorry, it's not me. It's just not me. I hope they come out with some other stuff, but it's not me at all.
But aren't you happy for people that will walk in the Sam's Club and see this cabinet like, oh my God, a wrestling cabinet that I can take home? Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's the talking, just so you know.
That part, yes.
I think I said this last week. Like, despite any of the issues that the hardcore home arcade enthusiasts would pick apart with it, most people are going to walk into Sam's Club, see this on the shelves, and be like, "Holy shit, wrestling!" That don't know anything and just grab it, right?
Yeah.
Galaga guy, what do you think of this? Like, especially taking a look at that size difference between this and the Ultra Cab. What do you think of this for only $50 more than what the Ultra Cab sells?
That's crazy.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, it's awesome. Like, I think that's, I thought for sure it would be $700 or $800 probably for the Supreme version of this. So $650, I was actually pleasantly surprised at the price. But I also thought that's kind of a middle finger to everyone who bought the other version. Right. For $50 more, you could have got this way bigger one with the 4-player control panel and 19-inch monitor. It's like, wow, that kind of sucks if you bought the other one. But I mean, it's cool. I think it's awesome, like that. They have a bigger version for people who want it and are into WrestleFest. So yeah, kind of a mixed bag for me.
People love wrestling, though. People love wrestling, man. It's
19K Fox, I'll jump in after you. So what do you think, buddy?
Okay, Arcade 1UP officials in the chat. Quit toying with our emotions. Okay, talking about other cabinets out there. Listen, right off the bat, the price point is, to your point, Galaga guy, a kick in the balls of everybody who bought an Ultra, because this is only $50 more. Think about it. That's less than what I paid for T2 and Ridge Racer brand new 4 years ago. I mean, the price is absolutely insane. Now, a couple things that are you can't shake. It's going to be the fact that the ROM is altered. You're not going to have a full roster. That sucks. No deck protector. What are you doing? But beyond that, the value is absolutely crazy when you consider this is basically the XL Shack Jam with a marquee that's in proportion, way better than Shack Jam, right?
Right.
A BOE monitor. There you go. Arcade official. Don't tell us about this now. Tell us about the games that are coming out later. But the only criticism I really have, other than the lack of a deck protector, is going to be the fact that the control panel, once again, they did the same thing they did on Shack Jam. It's not really proportioned to the cabinet itself. It should be wider. About 4 to 6 inches wider is exactly what that should be. But beyond that, at $650, imagine if this was a 4-player Turtles cabinet. Imagine if this was a 4-player X-Men.
I know.
Yeah. I would be, listen, and I got the full size behind me. I would be all over this. if you bring back some of those Konami fighters, I mean, dude, $650, I'll pay that all day long.
Now, Fox,
I always say, I'm sorry, Michael B. I always say the cabinet itself is worth it if you love this. So I would put all the Simpsons, I would put all the 4-player games on this. I would mod this thing here, and for that price, I can build this cabinet to look that good regardless.
No, you
it's a
can't.
no-brainer.
That you hit the nail right on the head. The biggest barrier of entry for most people is that you can't build the cabinet for the price that they're charging.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, modding it is one thing. We can cobble together a PC and we can get the software and the controllers and all that. But the cabinet itself is the biggest barrier of entry. And if you can start with a solid platform, 19-inch BOE, I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm so happy with this price. I am jonesing for a better game.
Yeah, and if you think about where we started with Arcade 1-Up back in 2018,
Yes, sir.
Someone entering the market today, you got a full coin door, you got 19-inch BOE, you got a nice size cabinet. Yeah. That's a great start to launch your home.
You're 100% right.
Can I talk at some point, guys?
You talk all the time, Michael B.
but just one last point.
Jesus, like the old days.
I know, because we're excited. You have to remember the first run of XLs was Golden Tee and Shack Jam. They had the shitty TN monitor. You don't have to worry about that with this cabinet, and it's $50 less. It's crazy.
So I wanted to answer B. Kirby's question. He says earlier it was always going to be a BOE. The only area of concern with that B Kirby was, I mentioned it in my video talking about the release, is in the description on Sam's Club, it doesn't list it as IPS or TN. So that's the only reason we were really questioning it. But that's why it's really nice there. Arcade 1-Up official. We're here to confirm that, even though we thought it was always going to be a BOE. Even in my video, I said the Ultra was a BOE. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a BOE, but that is a huge thing. It's this picture here that really friggin' excites me. The one thing I did mention, in case you didn't want to see or no one missed it, here's what I also like about Basic Fun. Obviously, you guys know with Basic Fun Arcade Classics, like I reviewed the Return of the Jedi. They trusted me. They were so proud of it. They sent it out, and I kind of picked some things apart. Like obviously the use of the TN monitor, the fact that the yoke was a little bit low and the emulation was a little bit off, and it was so fair. And, that didn't scare them away. They appreciated the honest feedback, and they even took notes, like where people were talking about, like, it would have been nice if they put it off. Some people were missing from the rosters. They updated their Amazon page. It's here on the Sam's Club page, too. They give you the important licensing notes to tell you that Sergeant Slaughter and Legion of Doom are going to not be in the game. Superstars Amidst Andre and Macho Man. I love the fact that they're listening. They don't take the criticism for the community when it's valid and fair. They don't take it the wrong way and shy away from it. They're open to listening. I have nothing but positive things to say about what that company is doing so far. So I am very happy with that. Now I'm going to tell you why I'm excited about that. Like, if you guys remember back at Christmas time, I got some major FOMO for the Ultra Series Wrestlefest because it went on sale, and I was like, I gotta fight this off. It's Christmas. I just bought all kinds of stuff for my family.
You got some great advice, and somebody told you to wait
for the XL, and here we are. That price, especially compared to the Ultra, is fantastic. I fully expected this to be $699 plus, so $649, only $50 more. You think about what's included. You're actually getting your faux coin door. You're getting your speaker grills. I mean, look at this visual representation of the size, and anybody going into it knows now what's going to be missing, so you can keep that in mind. And also, I will tell you, behind the scenes, I know some people in the modding world, of course, Buy Stuff Store, they're probably going to make a mod for this if you wanted to add the extra wrestlers. And then there's some other people that, don't like to show their face that might make a mod for this as well. I will also tell you, we never know if they're going to make another WrestleFest cabinet. It looks beautiful. I love the size of this. I am so excited. Like, I know that it doesn't have the right rosters and people are going to be bummed by that. And that's totally fine. But this is probably the only chance we're going to get for a WrestleFest cab. And I will tell you, childhood Mike, dreaming of having certain arcades in his house, one of them being obviously a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I really hope they have an XL coming with the original Turtles game as the marquee game. But this was right there. It was Turtles. It was WrestleFest. Third one's going to be a little bit weird. It's G.I. Joe, the arcade game. But the idea of having a WrestleFest in my home with the 4 players, with the, mostly correct artwork, everything, like I'm super stoked about that. This is childhood Mike is shitting his pants.
I feel bad for all the Ultra owners, because it's like, why would you waste your time $50 more when you consider everything you're getting? Just the molded coin door, the speaker grills, the fact that it's a 19-inch BOE monitor, it just looks better. It's 4-player versus 2-player, and I'm so excited for if you're still in the chat, RK1UP official, if you can maintain this price point. I don't care what you do beyond this. If you give us Turtles, X-Men, fill in the blank, whoever out there, I mean, you got your 4-player wish list, this will sell like hotcakes. And I'm so encouraged by this. I can't tell you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Just make the deck bigger.
Well, now listen, to be
That's
fair,
the one caveat. Yes.
To be fair, I would wait until you see some of these, because, we've seen review cabinets go out to people like, this is apparently available for shipping now. So, we might see people with these very soon. You got to say, you're saying, oh, well, the control deck's not bigger, but it's wider. I don't know if I got a good, I think the dimensions are down here. This is actually 31.5 inches wide. So I can't tell you if the control deck's going to be wider, but it's a lot wider than this. So I do think it's wider than the standard like NBA Jam XL control panel. Fox, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, there he goes with the measuring tape.
Well, I want to say this. One, Michael, for childhood Michael B., creaming your pants is going to be a lot better than shitting your pants. So get that right, for one. And then secondly, these people don't have friends. You only going to be playing one person on this damn thing.
I don't have any friends.
Wow. You might convince one person to come down there and play with you. So, it's going to be well enough room for the two of you guys to play WrestleFest. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, even look at the pictures.
To your point, I agree, right? So then why do a 4-player deck? Just do a 2-player deck. But for a point of reference, 31.5 inches is how wide the original Ninja Turtles 4-player deck was. Now, I wonder what that is in relation to this cabinet.
Well, see, I'm saying take a look at the body here and the body here.
Sure.
What's the width of that? The body here, I think, is 20,
probably 23, right?
Yeah.
That's 19. An Ultra? An
Oh,
Ultra?
hold on here
It's
now.
not going to be
Let me pull it
wider
down.
than it's not going to be wider than an RK1UP, which is 19.
Okay, we'll go with 19.
Well, okay, so it's 19.
It's 19.
And then
Let's go with 19.
The arcade classics is significantly wider. I don't know if this picture will show it. Maybe the control deck is only 31. We'll find out soon. If the width,
31, 32, yeah, 31.5. So if they could go wider with that, and I agree with you, Detroit Love, if you can't go wider and make it the same proportions as the rest of the cabin, go 2-player. Just go 2-player. Do you think I'm going to be mad at you if you come out with your supreme version of a fighting cabinet and it's a 2-player?
And it fits better. And it fits better in your
100%. Yes.
I will fight you guys on this. I think 4-player cabs should be accurately represented. I don't even if the control panel's small. Even if the control panel's small,
no. This is where we will differ. If you can't make the control panel proportional to the rest of the cabinet, I say go with a 2-player version of the game.
Well, the other thing I would suggest, I don't think that you need to copy what Arcade1UP did with their control panels. You know how they made them edged in so they were child safe? Just make them the squares like the original.
Who cares
arcade.
about the children? Yeah. Who cares
Screw
about
the children, guys?
Exactly. Forget about the children and worry about ourselves.
Right. Keep them out of the man cave. They shouldn't be here anyway.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You enter at your own risk.
Dio agrees with you. Agree with Fox. Proportions matter.
Correct.
So there you go.
Yeah. Because he's a smart guy. That's right.
Yeah, I'm a big guy. It's okay if some of the things on my body are smaller. That shouldn't be a problem.
No.
It shouldn't be, but realistically, it always is.
Michael, we must wrap this up because we have Galaga Guy's show starting.
Yeah, I
very,
know.
very, very
Anyways,
soon.
I will say,
3,
I will say
2.
really quickly before we go, I think this is a win for them. I mean, obviously they've got the same issues. Some people are going to be really upset because of the change in the rosters. There's no additional games, but you're getting a whole lot more cabinet for just $50.
Absolutely.
And I know there's a ton of people that were holding out just on this. They were like, I'm not going to get the Ultra because I want the Supreme. So this is great news for them.
They were paid back in multiple times because of that price.
100%.
Yeah. And for those people who are dissatisfied, a Raspberry Pi can very simply fix that problem.
Oh yeah, you can fix, and there might be a soft mod coming that I've heard about.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what?
Somebody.
What do you mean?
If they can get some SD cards.
I have 5 I can send right now.
Anyways,
Yes.
I think I will refute your comment a little bit about like, oh, this sucks for the Ultra people, because right from the get-go, the Ultra people knew that there was a Supreme coming down the
But
line.
they did, but Mike, they did not know the price was only going to be $50 difference. Seriously.
But see,
nobody
this-
thought that.
But even if they thought the price was going to be more, when the original prices came out, the Ultra was going to be coming out at $499, and the Supreme was always listed as coming out at $599. So they thought it was going to be $100 more.
$100 at least, maybe $150. I mean, there's no way. Nobody thought this was going to be $650. I thought for sure this was going to be $699 or higher,
or $749. Yeah,
$749.
There is one caveat you have to remember here with this. This is not normal retail. This is club store retail. Club store retail. So there's always a slight discount from that.
Yeah.
So if this was at Walmart,
Best
I think this
Buy or
would be
whatever,
$699. Yeah, you guys like, I just want to go drink. Please shut up.
I haven't drank like Fox
Hey,
has.
you know
He's
what?
like, he's ready to talk. I'm like,
We
I
got to
need
wrap
start
it up.
drinking.
We got to wrap it up.
Anyways, I think it's pretty cool news. I mean, you know, your issues with the rosters remain, but I think there's ways around that. It's a beautiful looking cabinet. It's, you know, so much bigger for people that like XL cabs. It's so nice to see them moving again.
Dude, I mean, would everybody on the panel consider this a bright spot? You know, I mean, of all the releases coming out, I mean, I would consider this to be a win.
Yeah,
you can't, you know, neglect all the negatives, but at the end of the day, it's $650. I think it's a win.
And I would agree. And so we're going to wrap this thing up. Guys, we appreciate you watching. What a fantastic show. Thank you for our guests that came on. You want to make sure you share this video with everybody, because everybody can learn something from this show. Man, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for giving out the gift there for the person who won today. We appreciate you. And until next time, guys, we will see you on the web. Michael B., you know where that button is, right?
He's going to push the button. I don't know what we're doing. I'm running out of hand gestures.
Gallagher guy was already gone. He is so thirsty. He is ready to drink.
That man needs a drink.